Hello, everybody. This is day 3, I think, for all of us. So my voice is broken, my lips are open, I'm tired. So if you feel like this, I'm trying to entertain you for the next 5 minutes. Stick with me a little bit here. So Sarah, CEO, founder Trunk Tools. I spent over 20 years of my career in construction. Grew up as a carpenter, 8 years in the field, then another 7 years as a GC, and eventually I decided that I'm going to solve all my worldly problems by being a tech founder. I have since been corrected. I'm going to talk with you today about trunk tools. I look in the audience, very lots of familiar faces. So most of you already know what we're doing. So I'm trying to keep this short today. But anyways, this is how we usually start. This is actually a Suffolk construction site that is using our software. It's in New York. We're talking about Okay, point is not working. I'm going to go over here. We're talking about this building here, $500 million high rise in New York. And when we started with Suffolk, we asked them to give us access to all their project documentation. So everything that's on the Procore and ACC. And we asked them for RFIs and blueprints and submittals and everything else. Raise your hand if you think they gave us more than 10,000 pages of documentation. Keep your hand up if you think it's more than 100,000 pages of documentation. Keep your hand up if you think it's more than 1 million pages of documentation. Okay, most hands are down. We got a total of 3.6 million pages of documentation, and this was halfway through the job site. That's not just insane, it is humanly impossible for anybody to build something exactly as specified on 3.6 million pages. Takes a human 50 years, by the way, to read 3.6 million pages, and that includes only text, and we're not talking about blueprints, yes. By the way, back in the days when I started in construction, when everything was paper, okay, if you were to go and print 3.6 million pages, the stack of paper is 3 times as high as the building that they're supposed to build. Again, construction insanity for the people from the field. They know exactly what's happening, and that's what we set out to solve. I quickly want to talk about Suffolk Boost program. That's why they allow me to give me some speaking time up here. I just learned that I was Boost cohort 4 and not 5, I think. Okay, so like that's wrong. I did Boost last year. We did Boost last year as a company. We actually had the chance to run 2 pilot projects while we were in this accelerator, which was really cool. We had like real use cases with real Suffolk, like superintendents and PMs on site. And then launched a new AI agent during our demo day, which was also phenomenal just from a PR perspective, right? Like Suffolk has a wide reach, like in the marketing world of construction. And so we got lots of attention afterwards, lots of customers through this, and then actually started into a design partnership and further rollout right now with Suffolk. And within the next few weeks, our product's going to be used by more than 1,000 workers more than 1,000 employees of Suffolk. So this is a success story because this is within the first year of us actually working with Suffolk, we got to an actual like enterprise-wide rollout of a tool which anybody who has ever sold anything to construction, that's unheard of. I love construction, but it's reality. And so, yeah, we had a phenomenal experience. It was a great first step for us to not just start working with Suffolk, but actually like getting to know the right people within Suffolk internally around legal and compliance and cybersecurity and all the departments that you get dragged through if you actually want to roll something out. What is Suffolk using now from us? Suffolk is using this. Let's see if there's a sound. Oh, there's no sound. Okay, we'll talk over this. This is for anybody who has ever worked on a job site. This is your day, right? Like you get millions of messages, requests, your phone is blowing up. It is just complete insanity what we have to do with out there every single day. And the way it should look like, it should just actually look more like this. You're trying to figure out when the plumbing sleeves on the 6th floor were approved. You text Trunk Tools, and within a few seconds, you're getting an answer based on your documents, and you actually get the source document right there. So you can easily just click it, forward it to whoever needed that actual question, and your phone stays clean. That's the idea. That's our flagship product. We call this Trunk Text. It's a Copilot AI agent. We raised a total of $30 million so far, but we can get into this later. How does this actually work? We go into, through APIs, we go into wherever your data lies, right? We go into Procore, ACC, SharePoint, you name it, take all of your project-specific data on our servers, and then run it through a massive pre-processing pipeline to extract and turn this unstructured mess of data into structured data sets so that we can then afterwards, on top of this now structured data, deploy so-called AI agents or also AI assistants. What you see is here we take drawings, RFIs, schedules, submittals, you name it. We built by people from construction for people in construction. And so every AI model that we've ever built and trained was trained and built based on construction data. This is why you can never compare us with a Microsoft Copilot or anything like that. We perform multiple times better. So we use, for the AI nerds here, we are obviously doing a mix of language and vision models. We currently are built on 7 different AI models. Most of them are built and trained by us in-house. These AI models take all of these construction documents and turn it into what we call a construction brain. Again, turning unstructured data into structured data sets. And then on top of the brain, we are deploying AI agents that are taking over full workflows. We have a schedule agent out there, which is the first time ever that it connects a task from the schedule with the actual rest of the documentation. Whoever has worked on a job site knows that the schedule is this like fancy untouched thing that you only look at once a month. It should actually be a tool, and the only way you get it back into people's hand is by connecting the tasks from your schedule with the rest of the documentation. We have the Q&A agent that you just saw. That's our flagship one. We have a meeting prep agent. We have a bidding agent. We have a document review agent. We have a specifications and submittals agent, and so on. The way you start with us is we always start with you with the Copilot, because that's how you get people slowly to adopt and accept AI. Once they trust AI, you can actually get into augmentation and automation. What we like to say is we're not doing AI, we're doing IA, intelligence augmentation. If you tell people you augment their workflows, they actually will adopt it and not freak out because they think they're going to lose their jobs. That's what we built. Again, another example. You can do it with a text message. You can do it with a web app. If you actually want to see a live demo and ask some crazy questions to our AI, and it will give you real answers, our booth is right there. Sean from our sales team is very happy to just let you guys actually just use it and explore AI built by people from the field for the field. What's the future of Trunk Tools? Why did anybody give us $30 million? We are augmenting the people in the field with an army of AI-based agents so they can focus back on doing what they actually want to do, which is build a building and not being a victim of bureaucracy. I think that's it. Any questions? Are we taking questions? Cool, we're taking questions. Any questions? No questions, cool. If anybody wants to know anything else, I'm gonna be over there with my sales team. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.